Quarantine, quarantine, quarantine. We halfway through the year. I'm supposed to see y'all in December. So you guys want to know my thoughts on the year so far. Well, chaotic, a crisis. It's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. 2020 has been 3 years in one, and we're only halfway through. 2020 for all of us has changed us in one way, shape, or form. It's truly been an inescapable year. With a global pandemic, protests and riots, famines and wars, it's impossible that you haven't been affected. If Corona didn't get you, something else definitely did. Nothing has gone as planned. Absolutely nothing. It's crazy because I'm here. Y'all brought me back here. It's crazy. And it's like I have so much to say, but so little. 2020 for me has been very precise. It's very evident for me to pinpoint what is going on, what has happened to me spiritually, and just how everything parallel physically has emulated that. So far for 2020, there's been a few just major themes of this year that God has outlined for me. The first is the planning. Nothing has gone as planned. Nothing whatsoever. I know many can relate because of the climate of the world, but even without the pandemic, my life would just have not gone according to my plan whatsoever. Living situations have changed, work placements have changed, relationships have changed. Everything has changed in a way I did not plan for it to change. When I said that I was ready for whatever 2020 has to bring my way, this was not what I had in mind at all. God has really shown me that time and the order of my life is not up to me. I'm not a control freak, but I like to plan. I don't need to know the ins and outs, the nitty gritty, but I need the scope, and the scope has completely been changed. Just completely different scope. I don't know what to do with this. And it's just you threw me here. I don't know where I am. I don't know what this is. It's not what I expected. So I'm gonna just lean on you. Right now, there's not just a change going on, but an acceleration. A lot of what I'm doing and what I've designed for myself, God is accelerating. It's okay, you need to get here faster than you're getting here. I'm gonna push you harder so that you have to move further. So things that I had in place, I had planned, okay, this is gonna go first, and then after this is this, and then after I finish that, this will happen. It's gone. It's done. The timing of my life is not mine. Another thing that I've learned by the grace of God this year has been focus. I can focus However, I never actually focus on one thing. I'm very much a multitasker. And not only that, I just always have so many different responsibilities in different areas that require my attention on different levels. So one thing might be school, but another thing might be work, but another thing might be ministry, but another thing might be YouTube. So they demand different things from me, but always demand my attention. So taking away certain things and my inability to go certain places has drawn me to focus on one thing. I never realized how much I never just focused on one thing. When you focus on one thing, you realize how much of what you were giving your attention to was just distractions. Like you think it's important and you allow it to be such an important piece of your life, but it's actually a distraction from the end goal, from your real objective, from your assignment. So he's stripped away so many things this year. He's really alleviated me from the weight of a lot of things. And it's been liberating. It's been very liberating because I don't have to worry about that. I have a reason to not go there right now. You know what I mean? But it's also, I can focus more on one thing. And that one thing is what he's accelerating. So it's all working together and meshing together. That's why I said that 2020 is such a precise year that it's like, these are the things you're focusing on. These are the things that I'm accelerating. This is the timing that I'm working with. Crazy. Crazy. 2020 for me, as I believe it has for everybody, has reminded me that yes, life is short, but each life has a purpose. And we don't have all the time in the world to fulfill that purpose. So you wasting your time with a certain person is taking time off of you fulfilling your purpose. You wasting time at a certain job is taking away from where you really need to be. And a lot of the things, thank you, Jesus, that he's removed or put to the side in my life, I've been able to recognize that they are not what I need to fulfill my purpose or to fulfill an assignment. There's so much that I've been dedicating my time to help me build or to get me better at doing, that it's like, I really don't need that. I never needed to do that. I never needed to practice that because I had a purpose that had its own way of coming out. I don't need all the extra stuff because what's here is already anointed. Many people may not understand that. But for those who do, don't let it go over your head. What's in here is already anointed to come out. You just have to move the other things out of the way and pursue this. Even as I'm saying it right now, it's just like coming out in such a way that it's like giving me goosebumps. All these things are in line with what he said. So, I don't know, but 2020 has been great. It's all making sense. It's all building on each other. It's all coming into alignment. 2020 has been great. I mean, I can very little complain. Like, yes, there's a lot that has just like overtaken my mind and my emotions and just my feelings towards all the change. But it's been a great year because so much has fallen into place. So much has been situated beneath the surface. And it's not going anywhere. Y'all wanted to hear my thoughts. 2020's been chef's kiss. It's been great. I didn't even think that I would come to this conclusion when y'all ask me my thoughts. But yeah, and there's so many things that are happening, and there's so much that I'm doing, and the platforms that I have and the mediums that I use that are about to change. We're about to experience something completely different from me because of that acceleration, because I no longer have those things in my way, and because I know I'm walking in obedience. I know it's just a different, it just feels different. Like, wow. Chef's kiss, man. Chef's kiss. 2020, you're interesting so far. Trying to see where we end up. Let's see where we go. Because it's not up to me. It's not up to me.